So we were continuing to the process of pollination begins when the pollen grains from the respective flowers land on the stigma and form a pollen tube with the style length, which connects both the stigma and ovary. After the completion of the pollen tube, the pollen grains starts transmitting sperm cells from the grain to the ovary. Later, this process of fertilization in plants will take place when the sperm cells will reach the ovary and egg cells. The seed is then released from the parent plant and making it able to grow into a plant and continue to reproductive cycle with the use of the pollination method. So this is the process of pollination which begins when the pollen grains from the respective flower lands on the stigma and form a pollen tube. It entered with the style length which connects both the stigma and ovary. This pollen tube connects the both stigma and ovary, which is known as style. The completion of the pollen tube, the pollen grain starts transmitting sperm cells from the grain to the ovary. So later the process of fertilization in plants will take place when the sperm cells will reach the ovary and egg cells. The seed is then released from the parent plant and making it able to grow into a plant and continue the reproductive cycle with the use of the pollination method. So this is the process of pollination which happens in the pollen tube. Now comes, there are how many types of pollination? So student, there are two types of pollination. All plants having flower completely rely on pollination method for reproduction. So there should be two types of pollination. First is your self pollination and cross pollination. Self pollination and cross pollination. Now what is self pollination? Self pollination takes place within the same flower or between two flowers on the same plant. Self pollination takes place within the flower, means within the flower or between two flowers on the same plant. This means what? Self pollination will occur in the same flower which has gynoecium and androecium or between two flowers on the same plant. Now advantages of self pollination what are? So first we should understand how self pollination occurs. It is referred to as the primary type of pollination as it includes a single flower. Self pollination occurs when pollen grains fall directly from anther into the stigma of the flower. It is referred to as the primary type of pollination, which includes a single flower. Self pollination occurs when pollen grains fall directly from anther into the stigma of the flower. Although this process is very quite simple and fast, which leads to the reduction in genetic diversity as the sperm and egg cells of the flower share some genetic information. Now advantages. So first advantage, flowers need not be scented or brightly colored. In self pollination there is no need of scented or brightly colored flower. They need not to produce a large number of pollen grains. In self pollination there is no need of many pollen grains. There is no need to produce large number of pollen grains. There is no need of pollination agents also in self pollination. It maintains purity of race, that is the new plants formed are always identical to their parents. So through self pollination the plants which are being grown, they are identically equal to their parents. The new plant is identically equal to their parents. So the self pollination ensures that recessive characters are eliminated. The wastage of the pollen grain is very less compared to the cross pollination. In the process of self pollination, the purity of the race is maintained as there is no diversity in the genes. The new plant is identical to the parent plant. In self pollination, there is no involvement of external factors like wind, water, and other pollinating agents. Self-pollination ensures that even a smaller quantity of produced pollen grains from plants have a good success rate in pollination. If there is a smaller quantity of production of pollen grains from plants have a good success rate in pollination. Now what comes disadvantages? New varieties are not produced. Through self-pollination we never get new varieties of the plants. Disease resistance of plants decreases. Means what? If the plant is having any kind of disease, it should be have in the newborn plant also. So in this, disease resistant power is very much decreased, or you can say less. The major disadvantage of self pollination is there no mixing of genes due to the vigor and vitality of the race are reduced. So the major disadvantage of self pollination is that there is no mixing of genes, due to which the vigor and vitality of the race are reduced. Means we can't get the varieties or the good quality of the new plant. The immunity to disease is reduced in the resultant offspring. Means immunity level is very low. Now what should be the cross pollination? What is cross pollination? Cross pollination occurs between two flowers or two separate plants of same kind. Cross pollination occurs between two flowers or two separate plants of same kind, or two separate plants of same kind. It refers to a complex type of pollination that allows the transfer of pollen grains from the anther of the flower into the stigma of another flower. This method leads to an increase in genetic diversity, as different flowers will share and combine their genetic information to create unique offspring. It refers to a complex type of pollination in which that allows the transfer of pollen grains from the anther of the flower into the stigma of another flower. This method leads to an increase in genetic diversity, as different flowers will share and combine their genetic information to create unique offspring. Types of cross pollination, or there should be the advantage of cross pollination. Now disease resistant new varieties are formed. So the first advantage of cross pollination is that in this, disease resistant to the new varieties are formed. Ensures new varieties with new characters. Every variety which has been formed with this cross pollination has a new character, a new specific performance. So disadvantage, it depends on pollinating agent. The first disadvantage of cross pollination is that it depends on the what? It depends on the pollinating agent. Whenever the pollinating agent will work, then only they can have the cross pollination. Otherwise there should be no cross pollination between the flowers. Flowers need to be scented and brightly colored flower. In this, the disadvantage that if the flower is dull, not being fragrant, then there will be no pollination occur. So there is the need to be scented and brightly colored flower. It is a wasteful process, as pollen grains are to be reduced in large number. It is a wasteful means what? A very bad process, as pollen grains are produced in large number. In cross pollination there is loss of so many pollen grains also, because they have to produce a large number of pollen grains, then only this process can occur. If there will be less number of pollen grains, then whenever the pollinating agent is carrying the pollen grains, they are destroyed by different methods. That's why it is a wasteful process. In this process many of the pollen grains are wasted. Now student, in your book there has been given difference between self pollination and cross pollination that you need to understand. In your book it has been given 5 points, so you should go through this all the 5 points and read it. Likewise, what is self pollination? What is cross pollination? Self pollination agents not needed, cross pollination agent needed. Now Self-pollination, both anther and stigma mature at the same time, but in cross-pollination, anther and stigma of a flower mature at different times. Now, offspring are identical to their parents. Offspring have mixed feature of male and female. In this offspring, they are identical to their parents, but in this, the offspring have mixed features of male and female both. Now, self pollination does not produce new varieties of plants, but cross pollination produce new varieties, and or you can say the new species of the plants. Now, here comes what are the types of pollination. So, moreover, we should continue. We have to go through one thing more. The produced seeds are good in vigor and vitality. Means what? It produces a very good quality and in a good quantity of new plants. All unisexual plants can reproduce through the process of cross pollination. Unisexual plants means what? The plants, it has been given in your book also. Unisexual plants means plants those who are having the both the flowers which contain either stamen or the pistillate are called unisexual plant. So all unisexual plants can reproduce through the cross pollination because they bear either of the one reproductive part, either the male part or the female part. The recessive characters in the lineage are eliminated as a result of genetic recombination. This process improves the immunity of the offspring towards the disease and other environmental factors. Now, these are the advantage of the cross pollination. Cross pollination introduces new genes into a sequence of species, and this is mainly due to the fertilization between genetically different gametes.